How y'all doing? This is your favorite uncle. I'm Charlie Wilson. I'm Charlie, last name Wilson. I'm Uncle Charlie, and you know I got soul. Well, the Forever Charlie album, we thought a lot about it. I thought a lot about it, and we really actually planned everything out to the T, and seemed like everything is just unfolding like we actually really thought it was going to be. I wanted to make records that had a lot of feel to it, a lot of substance, and I always say meat and potatoes. I didn't want to try something that was out of my league. I just wanted it, but I wanted it to be something special when people hear it. Each song and how it's sequenced and how it would feel if everybody listened to the record from top to bottom, that you wouldn't necessarily would have to just skip over records when you found something that you like, that on the way down to the one that you really like, that was a nice ride to that spot, and so we carefully planned and put that together, man. And thanks for the review. Thank you so much, and it meant the world to me. Thank you. I'm starts with me first. Yeah, I'm in in the top of everything. Everything has to go through me on that particular part. I'm feeling the guys that we have signed to P Music Group, and those guys I trust I trust these guys, and when like I said, for instance, I give you a word or a concept, and these guys come right back to me with something special. They know not to go out of the lane of some craziness, they know what I'm about, and they know what I love to do, and so there's a special connection that people have got around me right now. These guys are very, very the cartoons, and Greg Pagani, and this time I even got Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It was just like, it was incredible. I mean, we were having a lot of fun, the writing, and me being a part of everything that's going down is great. Yeah, I'm not selfish, but I'm not finished. I just didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. I was like, I don't want to say I didn't get a chance to do whatever I did when I was like 19 or 20, but I am so amped and geek about continuing this legacy of good music, and like I say, a lot of people don't get a chance to, when they come back around, they don't have that chance to give some quality music, and I have this passion. I got this boy spirit inside of me, and this boy spirit drives this man, and I understand the boy understands the man part of it, and the man understands the boy part of the whole thing. So we protect each other, and so I understand not to go too far, and and the man knows not to go too far on the boy side. It's just a fine line between this whole thing and how to be creative and not overstep your boundary. Mm-hmm. Oh, at this point or when I was coming up? Oh, currently now, man, it's so many people out here now that's just blazing trails, and I mean, they're doing it for some of these kids are doing it right now for the generation. That's okay, I'm happy for them now, and I just hope that they can find the spirit and with the time, and to search themselves really well, and it's like set yourself up for the future. I mean, I know it's what's happening now. You do that now, but you got to find something that's going to live for like 20 years. You need to find something like that. So these people that's your age right now, when y'all grow up, they can tell somebody about this particular record and this album. But if you just got the now record, then after 20 years from now, that's not the now record ain't gonna be around. You're gonna have to get something that's got some substance and some meat and potatoes and a real song with real nice lyrics and with some chord changes and some beautiful stuff. But I'm listening to it's a lot out there, but I just didn't have no one person in my iPod because it's so easy to steal music. And when I'm doing a record, my iPod is blank. Except for unless I'm listening to some old Gap Band stuff, I might be just listening to how was I singing and how did I feel, and and just reflect on listening to them songs. Say, oh, I remember that night, So I'm just trying to recreate my living and my life and some things like that. But I don't listen to anybody because, man, I'll be done stole something, and all of a sudden I'm getting sued for just because I just thought I made it up or I came up with it, I created it, but I was something that I heard and got in trouble for it. I said, it's a passion that I have for music and the love I have for music, and I love to celebrate women. I love to have to say something that a woman really want to hear, and if the guys can adapt to some of these lyrics and these things that I'm saying and be able to say that to his girl instead of like I'm making a booty call, you're just like, man, I'm gonna say some of these things that Uncle Charlie is saying and say it to his girl. She gonna flip out. She gonna be like, wow, I don't need nothing else. You don't have to give me nothing. Do you know what he said to me? You know what he said to me? And it's like, you're the reason that I love you, the reason that I trust. God sent me this angel. You are the best in the world, a wonderful girl. Knowing you by my side, now that brings tears to my eyes. And if he just said like, man, if he say something in that frame to this girl, she gonna flip out. She gonna flip out. She's like, you know, he's not making a booty call. He's actually making a call to her to be like, you know, I need you by my side. And she was like, hell yeah, let's go. Well, you know, I tell you what, everybody's bringing an A game to the table, and everybody's gonna be having fun. And you never know what could happen the course of how we doing this thing. We just, I think I picked the best guys to go with me, and these guys they was ready, you know, saying, now let's go. Yes, whatever you want to do, Unc. So, I mean, this is, like you say, it's going to be the biggest tour out, and we just going to have a great time at it. I got some of the best singers that there is, and man, you never know what could happen on these nights, you know, because the side of my stage is, the wings are open. You know what I'm saying? And if you just happen to just want to run up there, just come on. Because by the time I get the crowd wrapped in the palm of my hands, and if you want to come get some of that, just fine. We're gonna have some fun, man, for real. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Kem and Joe and Charlie Wilson, that's for sure. Well, first, integrity, and what I love about, you know, performing, and I have to be careful because it's so easy for me to learn how to do something that somebody else is doing, to make it look like I'm something that I'm not. So I don't purposely learn a lot of other stuff. It's a lot of fancy dancing or whatever, because that would not be me. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be sweaty. I'm gonna stomp down and do something gritty, and I'm gonna give all my all, and you can wring my clothes out when I leave the stage because it's gonna be this sweaty. And but it's just the love and the passion goes into it, and we work really hard to try to figure out what's the next thing for me on the stage. And I got a great family around me, and everybody pitches in, and if I can think that I can do that when we're doing it. Since I'm just getting started, I have a lot of things on my plate that I want. I have a list of things that I expect for myself to do and to achieve, and so that list, some of the list has been already achieved, and it's some things that I'm going to do, that I will do, and that I'm waiting to do, and it's some really great things, and so I'm just gonna knock them off one thing at a time. And so, and at the top of the list, I'll be there where I'm trying to go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said before, you know, it's the passion that I have for wanting to record, wanting to sing. But my wife is like she's like, I always call her Quincy Jones. She's like, she really gets on my nerves sometimes. Watch this here. This is what she does to me. I go in there, in a joking way, getting on my nerves. But I start singing, and maybe the first hour, and then she comes out the other room tipping with a finger up like this, and then she's saying something to the producer and engineer, and I just say, okay, man, just push the button down so I can hear what she's saying. And she's like, could you just put a little bit more feel to that, because you're not giving all you have. You gotta sing to me. I'm a woman. So would you sing and like I'm a woman to sing to me? I'm like, I'm just getting started. She's like, yeah, but you don't have no. You're just going through the motion. Would you sing this with some real passion? I was like, as soon as I can get to that Quincy Jones, I promise you. A Kanye, Miss West, as soon as I can get to that, I will. But she's like right there, and then maybe 20 minutes later, and she come back in the room, and then her hands. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now you singing. So I can't. There's no way around it. So every aspect, I have somebody there to lift me up, and if I'm just like, you know, it's so easy to go through the motion. and just, okay, I'm just gonna put this on the record. And she would not allow that. She was like, no, we're not doing that record. That record's ugly. And my manager, no, I don't like that record. I'm like, man, I just went through all this, like couple of hours doing this. You coming in with your big safety pin and like, bah, just bust a balloon like that. He's like, he says, that mouth. If you ask me in a perfect world, no, it's not good. But so I mean, everybody around me has, you know, there's no yes people around me, and I've given them sort of like this leeway of like, just, you know, you can watch yourself, but please just say what's on your mind, and they just really tell me what's like real. I don't like that record. You shouldn't put that record on there, man. Your fans are not gonna like that. Oh, your fans gonna love this record. Put that one, you know. So we always a collective. It's great, man. I have a great team, and the Team Charlie is really, really great. P Music Group, yes. Man, I just want to say I love y'all. Don't the Forever Charlie album is out. You want to get that. You want to have that in your collection. The Forever Charlie tour. You don't want to miss that, because if your girlfriend's boyfriend take her and your boyfriend don't take you, let me tell your boyfriend something. I have some gravy train and some kibbles and bits and a whole bunch of wood to buy you the biggest doghouse and make it for you, because you're going to be in the biggest doghouse you've ever been in your whole life. You do not want to miss the Forever Charlie tour, because everybody's going to be there, and if you're not, you're going to look like a fool. Trust me.